And I'm definitely very curious about how all this is going to play out. NIP, they're on a mission to try and, revitalize and rebuild Swedish Counter-Strike. They've got a good shot at it here. They're on the T side and already being run it down for the middle. It's NPL to get the opening kill off the map onto Alexi B. And they actually are trying to back out again already.
Oh yeah, and they've made their way through apartments. NPL presented with another opportunity, but not able to connect. Simple on the bomb site. Finds the gush onto Brolin right through the corner of that box, but now it's a hold state. NIP have found themselves into pit. But they know that they can't approach so easily.
They have Hampus in the middle who could try and backstab somebody, but he's already been found out. Does tag a lot. And Rez running out. He actually gets away with it. Brolin with a headshot. NIP coming out of this fight somehow on top. Rez finding one more kill. NPL, the only one here who could maybe stop them, and he will.
Because that player from NaVi is not even there. NPL, he's not looking.
By the time he comes back, is he going to be expecting that much? Even if he came in time, there's 3 people on the other side. They smoke him off, though. 27 seconds, and they get through Hampus on the opening kill. But Bit and NPL quick on the return. Alexi finds a couple of stunning headshots. One of them through the smoke, and the bomb is planted swiftly behind that. Perfecto and Electronic. Even if Alexi's low on health, the money, you have to think about it. If you throw this away, you don't have anything to work with. I think this is probably overall the statistical better play. Just those 2 rifles can win you the next round. Otherwise, you've got USPs and probably nothing else. What an opening from Hampus, though.
I want to see this. What can the rookie do as everybody's charging against him?
That Molotov went a little bit deep, maybe, and they're going to smoke it off anyway. They feel it. That's a good read for NIP. They have a good sense already that it might not be that much here, and there's no follow-up nades. That's suspicious if you're on the NIP side. No more grenades coming your way. Great spray down, though. They weren't even looking that way. That's crazy. Finally, Rez able to take him down. They're going to be worried instantly about what's coming from CT spawn. He swings for the fight, but goes down, and that might be the last chance they had at a bomb plant there. Very difficult for Headtrick to find that plant now that he is alone on the site, although he's going to find Electronic, and that might make it a bit easier. I thought actually Electronic would have waited for the rest of the team to show up. Simple still walking up Banana and looking for his first kill off the map, and that's a little bit strange on its own. Hampus is going to deny it. Good job on him. It's Bit to take down Headtrick, and now it's a one-on-one. And a quick smoke. He knows exactly where Hampus is. Very low on health on the Swedish player as well. That makes it tricky, even with the smoke up here. Going to be hard to sustain a fight through that one. He's going to go for it. There's an HE on top, but only the chicken went down. The defuse continued. It's going to be just very, very difficult. So I'll allow for some time. It's encouraging so far. The new year treating him pretty well. He's going to win the fight against Hampus. He's one of the only players left on NIP with any real health in this round, so that's a problem. Roland stepping up to the swing, and he's going to be taking at least MPL down, but we're under 20 seconds now. This is a little bit scary. They do get the kill on Bit. That's a headshot from Broland, so he's found 2 of the openings that they needed to even get close to a bomb plant in this round. That's a great impact from Broland finally as well. 3 on 3, and the bomb is going to be planted, and the question is, what could they do here? Symple found his first kill as well in the meantime.
The positioning is so interesting for NaVi. I don't know why they're taking so long. I think they've already chosen to save. I don't know why they haven't even made their way up mid whatsoever. Hedrick's getting a little bit confused right now. Another flash. All right, they're going for the re-hit here. There it is. Excellent flash. Simple blind on top, but NPL collects 2 kills. This is a deadly crossfire, and NIP, despite the opener, they were not able to convert.
I'd love to see the timing of NPL going for that. There's going to be an angle peak somewhere and somebody just walking into that shot. 30 seconds, running the clock down low. Now they're being pushed. They were already passive. They're pushed even further back, squeezed into the bomb site. And down from the Bit is trying his best to keep this alive for them. But the fight's already right on top of them. It's NPL again. Huge double kill with the FAMAS. How does he keep doing it? Again, he was the big point of criticism coming into this best of 3, and so far, he's definitely outlived everyone's expectations. Hampus on his own, walking away from it. A 6th round from NaVi, but ooh, this is awkward though. 15th round, and you have to go into it with a couple of Tech 9s and Mac 10. Oh, and that one AWP. He's challenging Simple of all players in the middle, and Simple's not having a good game. It's 1 and 12 for him at the moment, so that's maybe not the start that NaVi needed here. 7 rounds, I'd say, is already pretty good for NIP. If they can steal another one and win the half, that would be quite interesting. What a start.
Yeah, we'll see what splits the difference between these 2 teams as they are tied up. Brolin doesn't commit.
Nope. He didn't want to go for it. Hampus, though, is still in a very powerful position here. Bit might be dead before he turns the corner. Oh, he crouches right under. The timing could not have been better. He's very low on health.
They're hearing that. NIP heard a couple of players in the apartments there. Saw one, of course, but there were more footsteps. And NPL, he's holding on to this boiler room. Brolin's right around the corner with the op. This is so scary.
Oh, he didn't see him. That's crazy. He turned his back, and now NPL, something might be in trouble. Yep, head trick showing up with the AWP. And it's a 2-on-3. It's bit inside. He's low from earlier. One bullet and he's gone. It's a drive-by. He just explodes him. Head trick, styling on them in this round. A third kill. And Perfecto has to go for the clutch here in the 15th round. Not going to be close at all. Quad kill at the end. And an 8-7. Body blocking the smoke is a great idea. Still maybe creating a bit of a gap on the one side for him. He's trying to get the jump over, but failing it just a little bit. Not quite getting the headshot that he needed. And it allows NaVi to get through the smoke and onto the bomb site. And this might be an afterplant a little bit sooner than they would want. Symple throwing through a bullet. The smoke is fading and executed by Alexi B. Two great shots, stopping the bomb plant and turning it into a 3-on-3. That was some expert timing.
And he just took his time with the shots, just lined them up precisely, made sure he didn't miss. But we could see that Rez be coming from Banana, and this is a fake smoke coming out from Hampus. At one point, Rez will have to push through that smoke and might actually create an angle for him if Navi expose themselves to it.
Yeah.
But he's taking so long.
It's a sick.
They do have a kit, though.
Just picked up by Hampus. It was on the ground, but you're right. They might not think anyone's coming from there because why would NIP throw the smoke? So let's see if this works out. Bit not interested in the smoke. He's going to get the headshot instead. Rez getting one more in return. And Electronic trying to stay in the corner, but he can't. He's going to be found. Head trick gets one shot, but the time is simply up. Even with the kit, head trick has to run for it. And NaVi, much needed pistol round. Pistols on NIP. They'll have to wait it out a while longer. That's a nice double tap. Headshot and then the body shot to finish off Electronic. Rifle a little bit out of distance. Can't really pick it up just yet. But also makes it a little bit uncomfortable for NaVi if they want to fall back. They might have to leave a couple of rifles now in this position. There's no obvious way on that side of the map to throw them away and outside of the map. So maybe you just want to keep fighting this and make sure they never pick up the rifles because that would be a real shame. In the back of the site. Yeah, look at this cheeky play. Alexi hoping that someone's going to walk into that P250. Calling it out now, so the backup is going to be coming, but it'll be another 10 seconds, maybe 15 before they get here. Running down Banana, and it's a jumping match. Here's a classic.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Vegas Squadron.
Oh, he actually had an MP9.
Oh, it's an MP9, you're right.
Yeah, okay.
Stole it. All right, cool.
Yeah, this becomes very difficult now, though, for NIP. Simple is already holding the line with the AK. If Alexi B was able to find one more in the back of the site, I would say that this is completely doable, but 3-on-3 retake when you just have pistols. Hampus, you might want to just take that armor into the next round. Nope, he thinks otherwise. Wants to take a crack at it, but he is punished for such. Now, NaVi up 10-8.
That's 5 in a row for NaVi. 12-8 scoreline. They're doing very well. Brolin, though, pushing down even through the smoke as he takes down Symple and Perfecto both. He put a stop to, but even Electronic, I think, was in a little bit of trouble there. He was half blind when that was going on, so 3-on-4. Good, strong start for Brolin and an assertive play to stop NaVi from doing anything.
Oh, Alexi right on top of the sandbags. They overlook it for a split second, but NPL, he's able to find the trade. And now we see Head Trick tested. Lone defender towards B, 2 players approaching him. He's able to take down his counterpart, the other NaVi Junior player. And now Bit making his way forward. Does recognize Head Trick's position, but Head Trick with the nice headshot to take down Bit.
Gotta be frustrating if you're on the NIP side to realize, man, that window, like you said, is closing rapidly. Rez hiding in the corner, very low from Hampus shooting on the other side, so NPL goes down. But Bit is ready to bring it back and Simple through the smoke. He saw the traces, that's the M4A4, not the M4A1. So a little bit more risky to be shooting through the smoke like that. And Head Trick, he's, wow, okay. People just dying through the smoke whole round, that's fine.
Yeah, NaVi just found so much form in the last couple rounds. Feels like everybody is unplayable now. Any duel that you think is 50-50 is now NaVi favored. Doesn't matter what the circumstances, and they're just moving as a unit. They're shooting you through walls. They're adding insult to injury. Alexi down. And that was just, that was the up dog peak and chances. And what was a nice debut from Hedrick on the first map. Still have to give him some props, a commendable effort thus far from him. 15-11 scoreline. Although it is being dwarfed by the resurgence of Bit. And it does look like they want to go for the fast approach towards Banana again. This is where Brolin has been most successful as he's able to take down Perfecto already. Nice start. This is what NIP really wanted in the previous round. The kill barely eluded them as Perfecto kept himself alive, but this time they've got it. And they've got some damage on Electronic too, and they even want more. They're fighting for this space. Alexi on top of the sandbags, but you can't fool Simple twice. That's the second time Alexi B has tried that position out, and you see that he's punished for such. The Molly has been deployed. Hedrick rotating in, and Brolin, he's had mixed results here at the Coffins, and it is unsuccessful this time around. NPL, beautiful shot. Simple trying to one-way that smoke towards the Coffins, inflicting a little bit of damage towards Hedrick, but the number advantage firmly lies with NaVi.
As it does, an Electronic this deep in. Hamper's not even going to check it. He goes down immediately. Rez and Hedrick to try and hold on to Inferno. It started so well. They got so many rounds in the first half, and in the second half they get wiped out. Simple with the headshot at the end. That's a beautiful comeback for NaVi. Slow start, but definitely showing that they've still got what it takes. NaVi on the T side, NIP on the CT side, and we are ready for Mirage. It's Alexi looking on top of the box, boosted up. He sees a couple of people, could at least call it out. I think he spotted out Bit, so he knows. That is so patient. Not firing any early shots, not revealing his own position, and he just takes him down. Okay. He blew open the cover and just deleted Hampers from the round. That's something.
That was disgusting from MPL. Explosive. So, Ninjas. They're up against... Okay, wait a second. All right, Brolin's actually fighting back into this one. There is a way for Ninjas to piece this one together. NaVi have not yet planted the bomb, and that actually leads to a bit of confusion, it seems like. I don't know if Brolin is well aware of Electronic's position, but he's swinging on out. He wants a little bit of info, but he's punished for it. And now Electronic, he's activated, leaving just Rez in the 1 versus 3. First headshot there onto NPL.
They got so curious on IP. They needed to know. They had to know what was happening on the bomb side, and that's what NaVi were expecting. It's not much of a necessarily a deep strategy. See if he can continue the good start that he had on Inferno into this map. That would be crucial. They're trusting him with a better rifle at the moment, and he's going to win the fight against Brolin in Shadow. It's a decent start. Smoke there to fade back in, so not going to get caught immediately. Rez looked like he was about to be in trouble. But they've got that deep control towards jungle as the bomb is being planted. Super important stuff. He goes for another fight, and he almost wins it. Look at Amber's down to 5 health, but the bomb is planted in the back, so can NaVi buy enough time here?
Got Bit in the sandwich. Alexi is trying to peek over the smoke, but look at this. NaVi, they're actually finding a position that I don't think NIP is going to expect. They pushed 2 into jungle at this point. But Rez, yeah, he's unable to win the duel. And now there's still this player in window in Hampus. And so he's finding his time to strike now, but it might be too little, too late. He is so far away from the play. And even though he's going to be able to collect that kill onto Electronic, it is for naught. NaVi have stolen a round away off of a beautiful entry from NPL. And really just kind of an interesting idea in the mid-late round.
A little bit of a boost. This is very cheeky, but it's also an all-in. It's hard to escape from this position. They're making it work so well. Maybe they don't need to escape. They're fighting their way out instead. Alexi with the double, but Electronic and Perfecto, they're getting back into it. And you see the Molotov at the feet. So that does come back to bite them a little bit. And those were the rifles that they had. They're gone down in the underpass. The rest are all pistols.
Yeah, that was getting out of hand. It was getting a little bit messy, but NaVi were able to clean it all up. And I think that's going to be it for this round. The shot onto Rez. A great attempt to get into this one for NIP. The double kill from Alexi showed some of his individual prowess, but I love that NaVi just had that contingency plan. They had a way to converge onto that position. I love that NaVi just had that contingency plan. They had a way to converge onto that position. Perfecto was there, the molly, the push from the other side from Electronic, everything working together. And look at this.
Yep.
I don't even know if NIP are going to be able to take anything. Hedrick is trying to fight for it, but the quick switch, it betrays him, and that is it. And so NaVi looks like they're going to test him if he has improved his anchoring ability or if the old dog didn't learn any new tricks.
In the middle, a little bit of a distraction. Electronic going down. Alexi is here, and with the smokes down and everything else, this is so good. They can't even make it through. Really well timed. A double kill for him. And they never really get anything rolling. They didn't even get really to jump out. That wasn't even a question here. They just get stopped way before that happens. Simple. Testing his deagle a little bit, but ultimately it'll be another round for NIP. Third one on the board, and that's what they need. They really, and more importantly than that, perhaps,
your defense around it.
Something that I see sometimes out of someone like Carrigan too as an in-game leader. Someone who can do something that's just so off the wall that you're just not even expecting it. But you're right, maybe not so much for Electronic. Speaking of which, he walks right into that AWP from Hetrick, who's now got it down on the ramp, and he's not going to miss the second opportunity either. Bit, if you want to come for it, you're going to have to face right into this rifle. And eventually they're going to be backing out, but that's a decent trade. Up close with the AWP. And NaVi gets slowed down once again. NIP standing their ground in this second half now, trying to see if they can hold on to it on the CT side. Perfecto, though, wide swing coming out of the Palace. And it's a 3-on-3.
Yeah, sometimes that's all it takes. For the man that is usually the closer of NaVi, he actually was the one that opened things up. Alexi B and Hetrick approaching from CT. That's the flash right there, but right before it, Hetrick's able to hit the shot. In fact, it's a nade. s1mple takes down Hetrick for that, and now Alexi B knows that Hampus is on the flank. He wants to let that activate.
Yeah, they have to really time this well. Perfecto's thinking about it. He's not quite sure. He's going to spot it down, finds him out in the open. The timing works against NIP. He spawned, but somehow NaVi come back. That feels like that could be a very, very pivotal round. And NIP, off the back of the last one, where they had so much money building, it sucks to have to spend so much cash to get another buy going. But also NIP are just dirt poor, and that's a problem. Perfecto going to be finding Brolan. Oh, and he can't escape. Good catch.
Just hunting him down.
Just pistols on the other side, but still, you love to see it.
Yeah. Nice stuff. Looks pretty thorough here for NaVi. No real way for NIP to find anything. They're playing really far back too, NIP. This is an odd round for them. They're usually pretty good at putting together a plan, making something happen on rounds like this, but this is one where it didn't necessarily feel like there was a strong idea for how they wanted to get these pistols involved. And I think NaVi are going to capitalize because of that. It's very hard to see a world where NIP is able to find more than maybe 1 or 2 kills at this point.
Yeah, stealing a rifle would be huge if that was possible. But like you said, gonna be taking a little bit of extra something to make that work. Maybe the deagle could be wheeled in here. Regardless, it is definitely going to be a 7th round for NaVi. And again, playing T-side Mirage. I think they're already very satisfied with this. And the truth is, from here on out, every time they can shut down a rifle round out of the NIP squad, they're almost get another one for free behind it. Electronic sneaking up. He tried to do it for the smoke last time. This time, just straight up on the bench in the middle to take down Hampus, who was there for that exact reason. I think Hampus was only there to try and cover that kind of an angle and still was not really able to. So, decent start. Roland in an enormous amount of trouble, but the trade is good. Letting NPL that deep onto the bomb site in itself is a massive security risk for the A bomb site. And Bit's in the middle now, looking for it. Under a minute on the clock, and the bomb is close, but not quite there. Oh, he's getting away with a lot here. Alexi not quite spotting it on the other side. He's swinging a little bit wider, and maybe he could shoot Bit in the back if another couple of seconds go by. 45 of them left here. And Bit's on the other side of the smoke, and that's a nice catch. He got away from Alexi. He managed to make his way through, and this is shaping up so nicely. Oh, what? Headshot through the smoke and head trick to take down Electronic on top. Bit is now on his own. How's this spiraled out? NaVi, they played the entire round right up until this point so well. But a bullet piercing the smoke changed absolutely everything for them. And now Bit's looking for it. He knows that's an AWP peeking him, and he's going to not show any signs of fear at all. Taking down Hetrick. And Alexi's on the other side. Bit looking for it here. He's already got 2 of the kills. He needs a 3rd, and he's just toying with them at the moment. This is taking a little bit too long. There is a smoke and a kit, but I'm not sure that's going to make a difference right here. He has to come and root him out of this bomb site and find him, and finally, he runs straight on there. Takes an extra second. I was getting worried.
He's holding towards mid. Rez with the approach. Perfect timing. As soon as Bit throws that nade, it is Rez taking his life. And now Electronic, he's lost his partner in crime at the top of mid, so he's going to have to get it all done from the underpass. But NPL, he snuck out already. He's pretty deep. and it's going to net him a frag. Takes down Brolin, Rez with the return, and it looks like NIP, they can settle just a bit here.
I think just NaVi trying to exploit the same tendency for NIP to push middle first, and they just want to push the A bomb side while NIP is occupied in middle, and it's kind of been working, but they still can't win the fight at the bomb side. Even if they get on there, it's not good enough to win them the round, and that's a credit to NIP. They're able to actually win the follow-up fight and get the after-plant situation in their favor. 2 versus 3 now. Electronic and Simple supposed to be an absolutely lethal duo. See if it could be enough to bring an 8th round here. They've taken a timeout. NaVi, they have lost a couple of rounds here. Now they want back in. Simple only good for the 1 kill. And now the question is, how much could Electronic do from this Tetris position? 1 versus 2. They do have a kit and a smoke already put up. Right, there's the first one. Tries, he's got plenty of bullets, but he's not finding it. Oh. He's just drawing an outline. 8 to 7. It is very, very impressive to see. And, you know, when you're under a little bit of pressure, as they certainly are on the NIP side, being able to pick up a pistol round to start the second half with doesn't secure you a victory, but it is a nice feeling. Gets everyone a little bit more fired up. Hetrick top of the board right now for NIP with 14 kills. That's an encouraging sign.
Yeah, we've liked what we've seen from Hetrick in the last half. Finding some openers, closing some rounds out. But Simple and Bit, they're going to connect on this B defense. That is a nice hold, a double peek in fact. Hampus still trying to press on forward, but there is a smoke right there. That is so awkward to play around. But Hetrick actually is able to take down Simple because of it. But they're just jumping through a smoke.
The 5.7 is way too powerful for that. Pistol is, I mean, it's proven itself over the last year to be a very valuable tool, and especially that short range.
And you can see that Hetrick, he'd love to just sit back and relax, but he still wants a way back in this round. Electronic dancing with him around triple. He's being shot in the back. There's so much pressure now. And with the way Electronic's playing this is hopeless for Hetrick. No way.
45 seconds, very slow. Oh, that's cheeky jump down. That's so sick. Everyone should be practicing that a little bit. MPL goes down. Rez at the follow-up opening, and now it's been blown wide open on the A-bomb site. They can try and fight and just flex those deagles, but ultimately, NIP well in control. That's going to give them an 11th round. So that's a nice little 3-round lead. And NaVi, I mean, this is something that was haunting NIP in the first half as well on this map. It's just not having the money to put up really decent buys. And if NaVi are going to go down the same route where they just continuously have FAMAS instead of M4s, you know, not an AWP in sight, then that's kind of tough. It feels like they've been waiting for a long time. This entire second half has just been NaVi without almost any economy, pushing through the smoke down there. That's great stuff. NPL goes down. He was not expecting it. Flashes left and right, and now they're getting really close. You have to think about whether or not he wants to stay. Molotov at his feet as well. He either has to commit to this or fall back and save the AWP. Perfecto, he gets one, but is quickly taken care of. And now at least he's got some defense with him. He peeks into the AK and gets taken down right away. Single FAMAS on the site now to try and hold this one off. Still 20 seconds, and the Molotov use is so good. They force him back. Bit gets taken down, and now it's Electronic in a 1 versus 3. And what looks like an impossible clutch for this one. They're all on that side. When he peeks them, they're going to peek. Oh, it doesn't even matter. Hetrick is there. Well, now is the time for it, because they're out of map to be playing with. They have all the money they could want in this round. So this either works, or NaVi just are not ready to play Mirage against NIP at the moment. Hetrick missing a shot really rarely, almost gets burned out, but pretty quick with the smoke. Meantime, there is an assault on the A-bomb side. Good grenade to take down Hetrick finally, but he's taken a lot of attention away, and the trading continues. Almost winning that fight is Rez. The grenade will certainly do it. Simple should. Oh, I can't believe he lives!
7 damage nade, not quite enough.
I want to see where that landed. It looked like he'd been chased him back. How does he get out?
This is a great position for him to take, recognizing that NIP's option is towards that B site, and so he'll be able to cut this off, but he has to win this fight. There he goes, takes down Hampus, just a little bit of health on Brolin, and he's good for it. Headshot.
NaVi actually winning the second half outside of winning the pistol round, or the second round, I believe. But regardless, yeah, this has been they've waited a long time to get here, and this can't just be the one-off round. They have to They're squeeze tight now and just keep this going. Hampus and Alexi are at least a little bit tagged up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
This sneak.
We talked about this. This is the kind of opportunity that Hampus makes for himself. It's so sick, and not many players in the world are going to be able to do this. That cracks open the B bomb side. Perfecto. He needed that kill. The fact that Hampus is still alive is a nightmare for Perfecto, and there it is. Well done. Finding him and has maybe a chance to defend it. Rez nearly drops, and Perfecto swings for the fight. He's out in the open. Still a chance. The bomb is up on the ledge. 20 seconds. There is another walk coming through the murder hole in the middle, and we'll see if they're going to be ready. NPL. Oh, he goes for the spin! He actually had the time. He was going to get shot in the back of the head, but he heard him right at the last second, and now this round is done. Nothing that Hetrick could do. The bomb is too far deep, and he does not have the time for it. Deagle will take him down.
Perfecto. This is a tough situation to be in. This is really the old NIP special. They used to run this play all the time when Hampus was the caller. They go back deep into the playbook, and it actually works. It cracks open the bomb site. But one thing is that Hampus, he overlooked.
This style is super frustrating. If you get caught here, and you easily could, he's still going for it. Surely no one's expecting this. Rez is on the other side, and he does see it coming.
Seems like Perfecto's aware of it, but once again, Hampus up to his tricks. But NPL, he smelled him, pushing right through the smoke, able to even things up, and there we go. Perfecto taking down Rez. That's one side of the attack eliminated. But it's actually multiple things going on the map right now for NIP. Alexi B is trying to make his way onto B. There's 2 players here on A right now. It's been scouted out, but Brolin wins the fight. This might give NIP their chance to put themselves on 15.
It has to. They desperately need it. It's a low percentage. Brolin was low, and what a peak from NPL. It's all on Hetrick, and he's going to go down. Simple crouching into it, able to pick up his 21st kill, and it's a 13-14 instead, as NaVi will live a little while longer.
They haven't been able to close one of them. This is what we're talking about. It's so tough to put NaVi away. Doesn't matter how much of a chance you give yourselves, you just have to put them in the dirt. And NPL too, he's been stepping up in these last couple of rounds.
Simple, he wanted it. He could taste that kill, but the Molotov will prevent him. Are they going to realize there is still a second player in connector in NPL? They definitely will not. They were not expecting it. That's such a nice trick. And Alexi goes down, shot at the back, and the rest of this B push, 35 seconds. You could still run A, but it is a huge risk. It feels like they're committed to it now. Simple, not taking the opportunity. Bit is here, and he's going to take one right over the smoke, and Brolin going down, 25 seconds, and they get rid of Simple. Pit is under a lot of pressure, and the backup is not going to be there yet. It's Hetrick instead. Takes his face off, and a nice angle. NPL able to bring it up and stop the bomb from being planted. 10 seconds now. Everything rides on this for NaVi. They desperately need to reclaim this bomb site. Hampus gets run down, and the same is true for Rez. What a retake. NPL in charge of it, and NaVi, they push it a little while longer into the 30th round.
NPL, he was having such a poor game, but this was a huge one for him to step up in, despite, yet again, another opening pick going the way of NaVi. It's all about those last seconds in the round, and that's where NPL showed what he was made of.
Oh, Brolin Electronic, it could be a replay of the battle from the last round or the previous one. Electronic to get one, he gets traded right away, but NPL is there, covering jungle, and they're going to go for the bomb plant. 2 versus 4. This should be where NaVi feels so confident. Retaking the A bomb site, it's one of the easiest bomb sites in the map pool to retake on Mirage, so we'll see if they're going to be able to here. Brolin and Alexi, 2-on-4 to hold on to it. They've got kits, they've got everything they need here, NaVi, to make it work. Counter flash coming out, the peak. Oh, they almost lined up. That could have been a sick triple, but instead, it's Bid to pick them apart, and it's overtime on Mirage between NIP and NaVi. What a great show this is already.
Oh, it was a great flash, a great peek, but a perfect shot from Bit to send it to overtime. But like you said, Anders, there's no timeouts left. Everything, all the pressure, it's on the shoulders of these individuals in the server. The coaches behind them, they're going to have no say in the matter. But once again, NaVi showing what they're made of in these tight games. They are one of the toughest teams in the world to put away. They're right up there with Faze.
NaVi probably realizing by now, giving all the control to NIP is not a winning formula. You have to stick around and see if you can do something. Alexi could have got his head taken off there. Perfecto getting curious on the other side, and Hetrick was counting on that and waiting for it. Ducked down again is NPL. He did this last time and it worked, and again he's going to be successful. Just catching Alexi. Crouching in though, Electronic, I don't think he realizes. If he comes back to take a look now, they might have him dead to rights. walking out into the open and Brolin, he was so sure of where he was. Great play, and Hampus on the headshot there to bring down NPL. Bit and simple. What could they do? They have to go for it, but it's a 2-on-4. NIP absolutely coming alive in overtime. That's kind of crazy. They couldn't find that last round at all, and then overtime, they just make it look easy.
Oh, and then Hedrick already flanking with the op from ladder. Makes it so difficult. Takes down symple to close it. I don't favor their chances, Anders. I think this is going to be incredibly tough, and it would be a huge moment for Electronic as the in-game leader of NaVi to actually come up with 3 consecutive winning strategies. From the side of NaVi, Rez, oh, he doesn't spot that out. That's an opener. Electronic is being pressured by all this utility. Flashes go over. Hampus at the jungle. So much damage while blind, but he is taken out through the smoke. And a flurry of frags as Brolin peeking right above the smoke. This is his favorite play, and he's able to reap the rewards of it once again.
NaVi pretty much won the round, but just like that, it comes back. And HE, and then the peak on top. Brolin with a double kill, and I can't believe it. It looked like NaVi had every entry they could need. Instead, Brolin trying to walk for the smoke, and Simple will take him down. Hedrick. What is the play here? Making the jump across. NPL acting like he didn't quite hear it, so maybe he didn't. Is this enough of a surprise factor? Simple surely going to be looking for it, and he won't miss this shot. So they live for the first round, but they need another 2.
The counter utility from NIP made it so much more awkward than you would have expected. I am just shocked that Brolin found that much just peeking right over that smoke. He's been doing such a great job, even when these A hits are coming about. There we go. They're burning even more utility. This is all working out so well for NaVi.
Oh, that's close. They wanted to be rewarded for that, and eventually they will be. Bits out in the open. He's going to get traded. That nearly got away from them, and a nice shot from Hedrick. They might have found a way. Just letting NaVi walk into that little trap in the middle, and once they sprung it, they were not ready. Perfecto and Simple. Bomb being brought through the underpass, but Rez has a nasty angle, and he's going to be able to take him down. Simple, he's got 24 seconds. This should be impossible. 1 versus 4. He's got absolutely no time, no teammates either. Only thing is the element of surprise, but once he fires this rifle, that'll be gone too. There it is. He just has to run under the site and try and find this bomb plant right now and hope that no one's nearby, and even that dream is gone. 8 seconds. It's gonna be NIP to pick up the map on Mirage. And so if anyone's peeking any of these positions with a USP thinking they're gonna have it, oh, he saw that, and even the Glock, you catch someone looking the wrong way. Brolin trying to play for the team, trying to get the information, and it blows up in his face. That's unfortunate. 3 versus 4 now. And look at who's sneaking out on long. It's Hedrick to try and sort of do what Brolin was doing, but maybe with a little bit more success, it looks like he's going to be able to stab them in the back, potentially.
Oh, yeah. This is a great timing for him. Simple might be caught unaware. Nades being thrown, but no, Simple. Always ready. Even when it feels like the timing shouldn't be favorable there. It's actually causing a big rotation. NIP, they're the ones that are being toyed with in this round. Electronic is deep with the dualies. Hampus caught off guard. Alexi B in the 1-on-4, and he doesn't even know what bomb site this is headed to, and he doesn't need to know. That's what Electronic's saying.
Shooting. So it is. Yeah, I don't hate it either. I think it's fine.
Yeah, some of the ways that people appreciate Vertigo is for all the little tricks, and Overpass has those tricks, but you're actually looking for map control in more than one area.
Yes.
So that's nice, given that it's not as one-dimensional as just, let's get ramp almost every single round. Overpass has so many points of emphasis that are important. Short A, con, water. You want to use any of those to unlock the middle of the map. And I just think that the flanking rotations for TTs are also very fun to watch, and how hectic those post plants can get. Also, it's one of the only maps where there's so many just micro changes in elevation. So truly great aimers truly are going to benefit so frequently. And I would put Bit in those likes when he switches to the CT side. And so this is where Overpass gets interesting. When the CTs have this sort of control, there is a lot that they can do. But if they're dead, there's not much.
That was the M4. They can pick it up, but still, what a crisp shot coming out there from NPL. Long range to try and find it. We'll see. Hampus going to get checked, but he's good for the 1 and very nearly the double. He's 1 health left on Electronic. That seems unfair. if Hampus would have found that one, he can probably even escape behind it, and it's a very, very different round. That M4 still being sought after by a couple of players on the NIP side. Good return kill. Still a 2-on-3, and almost a 2-on-2 with the fact that Electronic is, I don't know, fresh breeze away from dying. Just a little bit too much wind, and he's gonna fall over. Yeah. Brolan and Hetrick. What could they do here?
I think they're being shut out of the round already. Molly's there, smoke towards the jump up. This will be a 5th round for NaVi, and when I was prefacing the game in what NIP's strengths are, I solely highlighted their T side.
Did he see that? I think he did.
Yes, definitely did. But the flash there is actually going to alert Brolan to Bit's presence. That's very nice. And it does look like NIP found a way to win around here. 2-man advantage. Brolan backing all the way up. Wants to make sure that he doesn't die by his lonesome. And with 40 seconds left and just a couple of smokes, NaVi, I think they're forced into this. It looks like they're going to have to go for it. Oh, man, Brolan, even though symple was being boosted, he nails him with the headshot. Perfecto, he hears them doing significant damage. Actually takes down both, but it just seems like the bomb is so far away. 20 seconds. I don't think you can make it at this point. This is going to be a round victory for NIP.
Yeah, it definitely will. Only real question is if they want to fight to do a little bit more damage or just leave it at where it is. And it feels like already they made that choice. So plenty of money on the side of NaVi, but good job for NIP. Yeah, so it's an interesting scenario. I think that's worth highlighting what you mentioned there. Without the flashbang, Brolan has no idea that someone's walking long. 27 seconds. Definitely going to be a B execute this time. Brolan is scarily close on the other side to being down connector. He can be there so fast, maybe faster than NaVi would want, so I'm not surprised if that's what ends the round. A missed flick here from Hetrick, and he's isolated behind the pillar. He can't escape. Brolan's trying to get there, but they need to slow this down. Rez is going to get dropped, and Hampus in the water on his own, and there we go! Hampus and Brolan just in the clutch timing.
Blade looking for some answers.
Imagine if he misses that shot, it's all over.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful from symple.
But yeah, this timing, the fact that Brolan started that move way before anything was thrown at the B-bomb site. He was closing in the map behind NaVi.
This is not always the easiest spot. Not the most options, necessarily. Not the most you have to think about, but it's just such a pivotal fight. And Brolan, he'll be the opposition this time around, and that's why it's dangerous, because if you lose this now, Brolan has so much to work with. He can rotate in so many different ways, and it costs so much utility now to try to unseat Brolan. That's the big problem now for NaVi.
And they're focused on that. Hampus sneaking in. Electronic is so aware. That is a nice pick-off, but otherwise, strange off-angle to be fighting a lot of the time. Brolan still looking down there. They're well aware. They know that he could be, and they're going to be having eyes on it. Symple heads-up play, and they almost get shut down. Rez could have had a multi-spray down. 2 versus 3 instead. Alexi and Hetrick to try and keep the streak going for NIP. It's been looking good so far, but if they let NaVi into the game once again here, this first half is still very questionable for them. Alexi, he was good for a double last time, and he's going to do it again. It's simple. Bitk actually got the headshot on Hetrick at the same time. That's crazy. Defending the baguette. Oh, and the spam right through, just not even needing to check it. M4 is gone, and that's got to feel frustrating. Electronic, that's a bit too much speed. Knife out the whole way walking onto the site. I guess he did find out where they were, so in some sense of the word, it did work, but it's very bold.
See, that's something I would expect from a couple other IGLs in the space, like, you know, like a Kerrigan, maybe an Apex, but I would, yeah, take the nameplates away. That's who you think you're watching right there. But this is Symple's Hawkeye, Eagle Eye, just spotting the player right around the tree, the one real true win condition in the round.
Your NIP. And they've cleared outside of B. They realize no one's there, so they can start to focus a little bit more on this A defense.
Oh, man. That's rough. Hampus, an opportunity, but not able to capitalize. Hetrick's still in the back line with an AWP, and with his presence being noticed by NaVi, it might opt to rotate off of this, but I think they're just going to lie in wait and hope that Hetrick does that sort of movement for them.
more than anything, he'd probably love if they run at him straight away. And this slowdown, it's so tense when you just have to keep scoped up and wait like this for a long time. And now with the Molotovs on top, it makes it even more tricky. A smoke, but that'll also block his vision. 30 seconds. Rez gets one good shot in, but the AWP is gone from the round. And it's just Rez, and they know where he is. 1 versus 3. So NaVi keeping it cool in spite of running into that AWP at some point. They were not too worried about it, and they're going to be able to win this round no problem.
But great damage early on here. This gives NIP a real shot.
Oh, almost the follow-up. That would have been really something. Long and a good little flick. And he might do what he tried to do earlier, which is, if the timing is right for it, push up to try and... Oh, look at this. They're all going for it. The entire squad expecting a B hit. This feels like a mission that's doomed from the outset, especially now that Hampers has gone down. Simple landing into the shot. See if they can find a bit more. It's perfecto and a bit at the end. 11-4. A little bit of a flashbang, a little bit of noise being made. Simple probably calling it out that someone's up close. And Bit's gonna go for it. A second flashbang, and he keeps running. It's actually Simple getting the headshot. It wasn't Bit at all. That's crazy. Now they're going to be moving a bit closer. Simple is out of it, but the 5-7s are still up close. There is a second one as well on Electronic. I don't think they realized. I don't think they heard anything there. This is a bit risky, and that's going to be the bomb on the ground. 3-on-3, still with 30 seconds. Rez has to be very careful. What a headshot. The flash follow-up, though, makes it impossible for Electronic to continue the fight. But that was about to be a disaster, and it may yet be. Hampers and Alexei trying to see if they can recover this. 18 seconds. The bomb being wheeled in, but they've lost the bomb site again. Alexei, he has to fight this on his own. 10 seconds on the clock, and NPL, oh, he wanted to fight it. 30 seconds. Yeah, this is a little bit tricky. NIP could still be in trouble because this one Molotov here, I mean, if they can't put it out, if they get stopped behind this at 20 seconds, there's the Molotov down, and you could see the terror in their eyes. They realize we have to slow it down even further, and finally they managed to put it out. But on the other side, the FAMAS are doing so much damage. A double for Perfecto and a triple for Electronic.
And Bit, his time to kill. There's not many people that are faster than him.
No.
And he keeps it up. MP9, doesn't matter. A4, whatever weapon he's wielding, it's headshots all day for him. Simple, connecting too. He wants a piece of the action. And Bit just wants to charge on forward. Is it another headshot? Of course it is. Do I even have to ask? Oh yeah, he's definitely here to play.
Pushing long right as they're doing it. And he's not slowing down even after revealing his position. Electronic hiding in the corner, and this is just falling apart here. NIP getting no shot at it in what looks like the final round. Hetrick's going to be taking down Simple, but yeah, they got overwhelmed at the start of it. Oh, wow. Did he see it? I think Hetrick has a good idea. That's a catch. Maybe they're back. Maybe he can keep them alive. Triple so far on him.
There's definitely an opportunity now.
So close. MPL taking a lot of space behind it. Are they going to be ready for it? Flash is out, and the spray's almost good, but Hampers, he lives on just 4 health. And now Perfecto. He called in the backup, and it never really arrived, and he can't get the job done either. A quad kill on Hetrick.
Signups.
It's got to be feeling good as well, just being in the public eye and not having to deal right away with a lot of criticism. Oh,
okay.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah. Like, right when we want to praise somebody else, Simple says, what about me?
Talk about me some more.
Yeah. Okay, Perfecto.
Ridiculous.
This is a good position for him. And even though things got a little bit chaotic in the last round for NaVi, I think things have really settled for them. Perfecto will have an advance warning on this approach from NIP, and it's more than just a warning, it's 2 frags, and he's able to survive 2. Oh no, NIP, I feel like this might be it for them.
Shooting them right in their little booties. Alex, they just get their toes blown off one at a time. That's a horrible image. Brolin and Hetrick, 2 versus 5, 20 seconds left, and trying to breach the B bomb site. It looks impossible, and it is. 16-8 is NaVi to bring down NIP, but not without a struggle. NIP with a new lineup and